So I finally got around to doing the driver's side upper control arm mount, and I think I did a pretty good job of mirroring the passenger side. I didn't was a little bit more methodical about how to cut away material. There's the driver's side. There's the Kaiser mount just sitting there, approximately where it's supposed to go. And finally got back onto the brake. See there, before I got the rotor hats. Rotors and the F88's AFCO calipers. Here I'm just squaring up the 11.79 inch rotor with F88 caliper. Here the rotor was rubbing on the spin a little bit, so I took a little bit off. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. And starting to try to figure out how to make the caliper mounting bracket. On the brake pads, the pads that go with those calipers start about $200 a set. And I didn't want to pay that just because I got a great deal on the calipers. So I took the bridge bolt there and used it to mark where to cut. These other brake pads that fit perfectly, except for that bridge bolt. What it's supposed to have just has a big relief right there instead of that bracket with a hole in it like that. So I just marked enough room for that bridge bolt to go across and started whittling away at that eyelet deal there. And I did finally get it looking better than that. It's obviously not the right tool to use for that. Got there in the end. And if anything, I might have taken a little bit too much off, and I'll need to just add a little bit of weld and fine tune it. The main thing is just to get the pad where it's even on the rotor surface. So I wanted to add 4.5 inch bolt pattern to these hubs so that I could use some 17 inch wheels that I have. And I found these hub-centric rings online that fit very, very nice between the hub and the rotor hat, because I didn't want the hat flopping around. even though it's held on by the wheel. I didn't want it to be out of balance. So I wrapped some tape around a couple of the studs, and it fits really, really nice. So then I took a transfer punch and I chucked it up in a drill and ran sandpaper over it until it fit really nice. And then I used it to center punch the holes. It's kind of out of frame there. You can kind of see the center punch, but anyway, there it is. There's the transfer punch. And I ended up using a drill bushing to start those holes, and so I didn't really need to use the transfer punch, although it does kind of help the bit from wandering, which it shouldn't in a drill bushing. There's the drill bushing. And so I drilled those. Now I had a bunch of different size reamers, so I brought it up to 468, which I wanted to bring it all the way to 472, which is the same as 12 millimeter, which is what I needed for the press fit on the new studs. But 468 turned out to be close enough. The studs went in just fine, and so I got those all drilled up, and I went ahead and did the 5-on-5 as well. So I got 5-on 4 3/4, 5-on 4 1/2, and 5-on 5, in case I want to put some truck wheels or something on there. So on my spindles, this is the other, I don't know if I showed the passenger side, but this one is the driver's side one. I hadn't reamed it yet. There I've got my Amazon 7-degree reamer, and I'm not measuring anything. I'm just reaming until the ball joint. I keep checking it on the ball joint until all of the threads show, and yeah, we'll speed this up. just trying to get the driver's side to match the passenger side, and make sure that first of all that the cotter key will go in, and then they're both the same amount of protrusion through the hole. I'm just trying to get the caliper in the right position so I could start laying out the mounting bracket for it.